Breaking news into First Take that Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach, has been fired.
New York Jets fire their coach, Robert Saleh.
The New York Jets have fired Coach Robert Saleh.
Breaking news has rocked the NFL. Robert Saleh has been fired as head coach of the New York Jets. But the real story? Aaron Rodgers may have pulled the strings from behind the scenes. The Jets are a team in chaos, and while the front office claims this firing is to save the season, insiders are whispering that Rodgers may have wanted Saleh out from day one. Is Rodgers quietly taking over the Jets? And with rumors swirling about a Davante Adams reunion, could this be the biggest power play in NFL history? Buckle up, this saga is about to explode. The firing of Robert Saleh is sending shockwaves through the NFL. But let's be real, this has Aaron Rodgers' fingerprints all over it. From the moment Rodgers walked into the Jets facility, it was clear he had an agenda. He didn't show up to mandatory minicamp, completely disregarding Saleh's authority. The message was clear. This is my team now. As Stephen A. Smith put it, Rodgers undermined Saleh from the jump, and the writing was on the wall. And now, Saleh is gone, left to clean up the mess Rodgers helped create. Shannon Sharpe didn't hold back either, saying, Rodgers has become more of a problem than a solution. This is a guy who wanted his own offensive coordinator, wanted his own system, and now he wanted his own coach gone. Mission accomplished. The question is, how far will Rodgers go? Is he trying to become the de facto coach of this team, calling all the shots on and off the field? We've seen superstars wield influence before, but Rodgers may be taking it to a whole new level. The relationship between Saleh and Rodgers was strained from the start, and the Nathaniel Hackett hire didn't help matters. Hackett, Rodgers' hand-picked offensive coordinator, seemed to be the only person Rodgers would listen to. Saleh? He was left on the outside looking in. The Jets' offense was a disaster this season, and yet Hackett stays while Saleh is shown the door. Is this just a coincidence, or did Rodgers quietly engineer this entire situation? As if the Saleh firing wasn't controversial enough, there's another twist. Rumors of a Davante Adams trade are heating up, and Rodgers is reportedly pushing hard for the Jets to make the deal. The possibility of a Rodgers-Adams reunion has been whispered about for weeks, and now with Saleh out of the way, it feels like a power move in the making. Rodgers and Adams dominated in Green Bay, and now the star receiver wants out of Las Vegas, citing frustrations with the Raiders' quarterback situation. According to reports, Adams has made it clear that he wants to reunite with either Rodgers or Derek Carr. The Saints are in the mix, but the Jets, now seemingly under Rodgers' control, are the favorites to land Adams. Let's get real. If the Jets pull off this trade, it's because Rodgers demanded it. Adams wants out of the Raiders, and with New York scrambling to make sense of their offense, the timing couldn't be more perfect. Stephen A. speculated, Rodgers has already gotten his coach fired. Now he's angling to bring in his favorite receiver. Is this the New York Jets or Aaron Rodgers Football Inc.? But pulling off the Adams trade isn't easy. The Raiders want a second-round pick and for a team to take on Adams' massive salary, an obstacle that has already scared off the Dallas Cowboys. Yet the Jets remain in the thick of the trade talks. Rodgers sees Adams as the key to saving the season, but is this just another case of Rodgers trying to stack the deck in his favor? And if the trade happens, will the Jets truly benefit? Or is Rodgers simply trying to relive his glory days? Robert Saleh never stood a chance. As Shannon Sharpe pointed out, the moment Rodgers didn't show up to minicamp, it was over for Saleh. The Jets brought in Rodgers to be their savior, but instead he's created chaos. The team has been stuck in neutral, and Saleh became the scapegoat. It's clear that Rodgers wasn't happy with Saleh. But was this all a setup? The offensive struggles were obvious, but they weren't all on Saleh. Nathaniel Hackett, Rodgers' right-hand man, runs the offense, and it's been a disaster. The Jets brought Hackett in because Rodgers wanted him, but when things went south, Saleh took the fall. Let's not forget, Rodgers is the one throwing interceptions. Rodgers is the one missing reads. Yet somehow the narrative has shifted to make Saleh the villain. Shannon Sharpe didn't mince words. Rodgers has gotten everything he wanted, and now the guy he threw under the bus is gone. But the real problem? It's still Aaron Rodgers. The Jets are 2-3, And while Saleh is no longer the head coach, nothing has changed. The offense is still struggling, the locker room is in disarray, and Rodgers isn't the player he used to be. The blame game is over. Now it's all on Rodgers. Let's not ignore the timing of all this. Saleh is fired, the Jets are in chaos, and suddenly rumors of Davante Adams to New York are picking up steam. Adams has been frustrated in Las Vegas, and his trade demands are well known. Could Rodgers be orchestrating the ultimate reunion behind the scenes? Kay Adams, host of Up and Adams, teased that something major involving Davante Adams could be happening soon.
They think your coach, or your coach did, I actually don't know, likes this post about you getting traded.
It's one of those situations where I just keep my head down and keep doing my thing, and let the chips fall where they may, as it pertains to that. But I haven't. There's been no communication with anybody from the team since that became a thing.
While she didn't confirm anything, it's clear that the rumor mill is in overdrive. The Saints and Jets are the top contenders, but with Saleh out of the way, the door's wide open for Rodgers to get what he wants. Again, if the Jets make this trade, it will be the clearest sign yet that Rodgers is running the show. With Saleh gone and the possibility of a Davante Adams trade looming, the Jets are at a crossroads. Aaron Rodgers has taken over, and with no one left to challenge him, the pressure is on. Will he rise to the occasion and turn this season around, or is this the beginning of a complete collapse in New York? If Adams joins the Jets, it could be the spark they need. But what if it doesn't work? What if Rodgers is no longer capable of being the quarterback he once was? Stephen A. warned, "There's no more room for excuses. Rodgers got his coach fired, he's getting his favorite receiver, and now it's all on him. If the Jets crash and burn, it's his legacy on the line." Robert Saleh's firing has sent shockwaves through the NFL, but the real story is Aaron Rodgers' rise to power in New York. With trade rumors swirling around Davante Adams and Rodgers pulling the strings behind the scenes, the Jets' future hangs in the balance. Will Rodgers lead the Jets to glory, or is this the beginning of a total collapse? One thing's for sure, this drama is far from over. Stay tuned, because the next move could change everything.